Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue sur IFC, Irwin's French Class. Aujourd'hui, dans cette vidéo, we are talking about one of the most useful expressions in French, il y a, which means both there is and there are in English. We are going to use it in context and we will also review some common expressions in French using il y a. C'est parti! To talk about what there is or what there is not in a certain place, we use the expression il y a in French. For once, French here is more synthetic than English, as il y a means both there is and there are. Therefore, whether we talk about one thing or many in a certain place, il y a is the only expression we use in French. For example, and you can repeat them after me. Dans la cuisine, il y a une table. Dans la cuisine, il y a des chaises. Dans la cuisine, il y a un frigo. You see, whatever is after, une table, feminine singular, des chaises, plural, feminine, or un frigo, masculine singular, you only use one expression, il y a. Il y a is made of three words, and that's very important. Literally, it means it, there, as. It has there. Then in writing, a space must be clearly separate the three words. In my students' writing, I can often see something like that. Il y a, okay, with the Y and A attached together. No, this is wrong, okay? So be careful with that. You need to clearly separate the words, especially if you are handwriting, okay? It's even more important. In speaking, its pronunciation is, and you can repeat that after me, il y a. Very often in familiar context, French people say ya, so you completely drop the il in front, right? And just say ya. Like for example, and you can repeat this after me, il y a du dessert, il y a un problème, so be careful with the latter because you could start a fight in French with that. In negation, il y a becomes il n'y a pas de, in full like that. That's the only structure you are going to use, whatever the gender and number of what is coming next, okay? For example, and you can repeat that after me, il n'y a pas de livre dans mon sac. Dans mon téléphone, il n'y a pas de photo. Dans le salon, il n'y a pas de télévision. Okay? So here we had books, masculine and plural. Photo, feminine and plural. Télévision, feminine and singular. Okay? You see, whatever is the gender and number, you're going to use il n'y a pas de, and the de is very important. The only other way you can find is with the apostrophe, okay? De can be also the apostrophe if the noun that follows starts with a vowel. In closed questions, the yes or no questions, remember, the link is above. So you will start with the expression est-ce que, right? You remember that? Est-ce que, and then add il y a to it. So, and when you put them together, you need to do the elision, right? So, and therefore you need to add an apostrophe. And the question will be, for example, you can repeat that one after me. Est-ce qu'il y a un film à la télé? Okay, let's repeat only the important expression here. Est-ce qu'il y a? That's right. In open questions, follow this structure. Interrogative word first, est-ce que plus il y a. And once again, when you join est-ce que and il y a, you need to do the elision and add the apostrophe. Right? First example, and you can repeat it after me. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Pourquoi est-ce qu'il y a du sucre dans mon café? Où est-ce qu'il y a un cinéma? Combien est-ce qu'il y a d'étudiants dans la classe? You see, the structure is always the same. Interrogative word, est-ce qu'il y a? Okay? Still in questions, il y a can be used with the inversion. Do you remember the inversion between the verb and the subject? So he will come first, and the inversion will happen between il and a, between the verb and the subject. But by doing so, two vowels will come in contact, which is what? Remember? Yes, French speakers' biggest fear. So to bypass this issue, we need to connect a and il, okay, the a and I with a T. So you need to add a T in between, okay? And don't forget the hyphens, okay? Les tirets en français. So in writing, it will be something like that, yeah? Y a-t-il? And let's repeat only that bit. Y a-t-il? One more time. Y a-t-il? Another question in full. Y a-t-il un problème? So in French, we need to do that to ease the pronunciation because it is much easier to pronounce y a-t-il than y a-il. You see how hard is it? I need to make an effort here. Y a-il, and it doesn't sound quite right? So just remember to add a T in between and everything's perfect. Y a-t-il? By the way, there is il y a. There is only one correct inversion spelling. There is no other variations, and that's the one that we've seen before in the previous question, okay? Y a-t-il, that's the only spelling possible. Some expressions and proverbs with il y a in French. Here they are with the translations in brackets, okay? Let's cover them together. Il n'y a pas le feu au lac. So there is no fire at the lake, literally. So what's the rush, right? Il n'y a pas de fumée sans feu. You have one that is very similar, right? Tant qu'il y a de la vie, il y a de l'espoir. Where there is life, there is hope. Voilà les amis, c'est tout pour cette vidéo. I hope that you are now more familiar with the expression il y a and its negative form il n'y a pas de. Why don't you write in the comments what there is or what there is not around you while you are watching that video. So don't forget to like and subscribe to support my work. À la prochaine. À plus. Salut.